Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex and I am attempting the Whole 30 plan for the month of January. Um, thanks for thanks for finding me. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this, and let's check in with past Alex because I forgot to do this intro in order. Timer. It's January 1st, 2021. We survived 2020. Don't know how. I'm still at home. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in pajamas. Sam and I got up really early, or really late. And we both are trying to do the Whole 30 diet for the month of January because I'm fat and Sam wants to reset his digestive system. So that's what we're doing. Wish us luck. I'm wishing myself luck because I've never, ever, ever given up carbs. When Sam was paleo years ago, I would still eat carbs. We always had rice. There was always cheese. So no dairy, no carbs, no legumes, or like there'll be carbs, but no like wheat. Yeah, so I bring you here to the pantry because I am going to purge it of all the things that we can't eat for 30 days so that there's no temptations. We've done our lists, so we have our, oh man, we have our weekly, this looks awful, but we have a week's worth of food here. We have our shopping list for the week. It feels like old times because we used to do this every Sunday years ago before we moved to Seattle. We're doing it again, except I'm like fully on board this time. I'm fully on board this time because I've gained 25 pounds in the last 4 years and the weight's not coming off. My diet hasn't changed. So I'm getting older. I need to figure it out. My hair looks like crap anyway, as it always does. So I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any weight that will have shed if I can do this properly for 30 days. I hope there is. It's gonna be kind of sad if it's like 4 pounds. But I guess it's 4 pounds less than I would have been otherwise. So I guess that's a positive. Anyway, I'm gonna clear this out. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So, all right, so that's just like reusable, or not reusable bags, but grocery bags, dog food, and some sparkling water. So that I don't have to worry about. Basically all of that has to come out because it's grains. Yeah, it's all grains. That's okay. This covers, so we've got like supplements here, so that can stay. But some of these are gonna have to get cleared out. The next round is like half tea, so that'll be fine. And the other half, this is gonna go, our chocolate jar is gonna go away. And this is all my baking stuff, so I should remove it, but they're all raw ingredients, so it'll be fine to keep it. I won't get tempted, hopefully, by that. So here's a before. All right, well that took like 5 minutes. This is actually everything that's going downstairs, which isn't actually a lot. It might look like more because I'm just keeping these containers because it's just easier. But it's like, rice we can't have, and then pastas, which we can't have, and then like there's not actually much in here. It's just like more containers. My sister got Sam a 5-pound bag of gummy bears. I don't know if you can see them, but it's massive for Christmas. So that's gonna go in here in our treat jar, and then basically like rice and pastas, and not too many cans of things. It's just like 1 can of black beans and some jam. So not too bad. Here's what the pantry looks like now. There you go. Which is pretty, I mean, it's a little less, but like this shelf, for instance, I pulled 2 things out of, and that was the jam and the black beans. So all of that can stay. This looks empty just because that sweet jar was so big. And then down here, this I think is probably the most, was like where all the grains were. That's it. That's it. I also removed, which you didn't see, but we had like a very convenient like jar of rice and pasta for like easy access because our stove is right there. But I removed all those, so it's just dog treats. And that's just fruit and veg, so that's all fine. That's it. This guy, we have a lot of cheeses, so I think I'm gonna Google to see if we can freeze cheese, and then I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm also gonna see if I can freeze like milk, because we bought that recently. We can't have any dairy. So that's it. We're clearing it out for a whole month, and see how this goes. Wish us luck. All right, let's grab the list. Ooh, you know what would be a nice, like a nice quick lunch? Bacon wrapped asparagus.
That's what you want.
Or like breakfast.
I want beets.
You want beets?
Which
All right, hey, okay. I'm vlogging. What are you doing? All right, finished grocery shopping. $262 at Whole Foods, but everything's organic. Yeah, and we got some like nut butters, well, a nut butter, and some other things, but not too bad for 7 full days for us. Uh-oh. Locked himself in. How you feeling? How you, like, you know, how's your... I'm feeling positive.
I feel fantastic.
Fantastic.
Excited to eat.
I'm excited to eat. So much veg. There's gonna be so much fiber in our diet.
Oh man, I'm never gonna get off the loo.
Oh, missed it. It's a bit later on in the day. Still the same day one. It's I think like 6:30, 7 o'clock, but because it's, you know, December. Oh no, it's January now. Because it's January, it's pitch black outside. But we've done breakfast and lunch. We're having dinner soon. We're doing chicken with like a ratatouille and a spaghetti squash, which I've never, in the 31 years I've been alive, have never eaten a spaghetti squash, but it's currently cooking, so we'll see how that goes. I think this is that's a lot of ratatouille. The idea is that we're gonna have leftovers. Sam's also making a like pulled pork, kind of Caribbean roast style pork for tomorrow's meal. Here we go. So I didn't look at the carrots. I'm like coming out of the bag, but it's like all fruit and veg basically. I got fruit and veg here. All the leaves you can imagine. There's like an entire basically shelf of meat. I mean, this is a bunch of hot sauce, but whatever. More fruit and veg. More fruit and veg and some eggs. Absolutely no dairy is in it. In fact, I froze it all. Let's see, this is like milk and cream from Christmas, which I froze. And then a bit of cheese, which I also froze. Ooh, getting some crazy. You see that? That's wild. And then I'll take you over here to the pantry, which didn't change much. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't work. Let's see if I can get a light on. Max is not. Hey, buddy. You doing all right? There it is. All right, got a bit more light. So it hasn't changed much. There's some beef stock. Oh, we're trying out some nutritional yeast to see if, you know, that curbs the cheese craving. Some paleo mayo. I'll stick that down here. Yeah, but from last you saw it hasn't really changed much. We've got some nuts, which is useful. Oh, there's a nut butter that we bought, which is delicious. But that's what our pantry looks like. So, not a lot. And then the fruit area, I just got like lots of avocados, apples, some lemons. That's about it. Yeah, 2 meals down. I think there's like 90 meals or something that we have to go through. So it's gonna be a bit of a journey. How I feel right now, I feel pretty good. I'm hungry, and I had like a sudden realization that I'm not gonna be able to eat like any like sweets, which especially like over Christmas was bad. A lot of sweets, too many sweets. I'm gonna hang out with my tree. Ooh, it's gonna be like the last few days of the tree. She's really dry. But anyway, oh gosh, look at it. Like, I don't think you can. Can you hear that? It stopped drinking water within like a couple days of getting it. Don't know why, but she did not want to live. Yeah, so there were some cravings. Maybe not cravings. There were worries of cravings, like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to have chocolate, or I'm not gonna be able to have anything real sweet. You're not supposed to have any dessert on this sort of kind of reset. So, yeah, like there were no treats. And obviously no grains, which I pretty much am just a walking loaf of bread. So we're gonna see how that goes. But for now, I feel good. I'm a little hungry, which is fine because it's like dinner time, so that's normal. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited. Oh, we weighed ourselves today. You're not supposed to weigh yourself on the Whole30, so that would be the last time I weigh myself for the next 30 days. 141.5, which I'm sure you saw, because I did capture a little bit of footage on that. And that's the heaviest I've ever been in my life. I'm 5'4", and up until a couple years ago, I was between 110 and 115 pounds, like in that range. It would just kind of fluctuate depending on like the time of year. And it was like right after my wedding, which I didn't lose any weight for, which was back in 2017, I started putting on weight, and I went from I was roughly around 115 pounds on my wedding day to like in May getting weighed at the doctor. I was 122 or 23 pounds. And from that, it just kept building. And I've never gone on a diet. I've never like done any calorie restrictions. I don't really work out. So I don't have any of these good habits built in, because I didn't really ever need to until my late 20s. I won't be doing any additional modifications to my life for this month, because I feel like the diet is going to be such an intense overhaul that I don't want to send it too far into shock and then not be able to like give myself a good chance to actually do it. I don't want it to be, as much as I'd love like a crazy life overhaul, I don't think it's smart to do everything in 1 month, because I think that's just, for me, that's too much change, especially if I don't have any workout habits. I don't have like restrictive diet habits. I'm hoping if I can do it, which I'm really hoping I can, because like Sam's doing it with me, so I've got a buddy. If I can do it, if I can make it 30 days till February 1st, I guess 31, the whole month of January, I'm so curious to see what changes are made to my frame, like just to like my belly, basically. Like how much weight will I, and I know it's not about the number, but I think for me it helps. But yeah, to do basically like a detox. I'm curious to see how much weight comes off that scale, if any. I can't imagine that it's gonna go up. So like, I feel like it can only go down. But is it gonna be like 2 pounds? Is it gonna be 5 pounds? Is it gonna be 10 pounds? I don't think it's gonna be, I mean, God, could you imagine if it was 10 pounds? That still puts me at like 131 pounds, which I wasn't liking that a couple years ago when that was my weight. But now I would give anything to be that weight again. I'd like to blame COVID. Partly I do blame COVID, but it's just me. And I'm not moving much. And I'm stress eating. So I blame a little bit on COVID. But I'm taking pictures of all my food so I can insert them here, hopefully, somewhere around here, maybe. So for breakfast today, we had a scramble with eggs, obviously, and bacon with shiitake mushrooms and sliced avocado. There was something else. Oh, and fresh chopped parsley in it as well. That was delicious. That's all we ate. And then for lunch, we had cold plates. And tonight, as I said, we're having like chicken breast, ratatouille, and spaghetti squash. So kind of like an Italian-esque meal. Yeah, so it smells delicious. But yeah, that's it. So hopefully I'll be checking in every day. If you're doing something similar to this, please let me know. Let me know any like good recipes that you've tried, or if you had any cravings, or if you're going through any sort of like sugar detox. And if you want to, let me know if you want the recipes. Sam doesn't really go off of a recipe book, but I can try, if anyone's interested, I can try to extract them from his brain, if any of them look good to you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, or at least soon, for another check-in. Thanks.